Today's hike was to Sabino Canyon. Kelly met me at my house and we headed out early so we could meet my brother and his grandson in Tucson. It's a national monument and there's a tram that can take you down 2 different trails, and we were heading to Seven Falls. And it is a new year, and as we get older, we start to fall apart a little bit. I had a hurt foot, and Kelly had a hurt shoulder.
Hurt my shoulder. This is my physical therapy. Yes.
This is what happens when you're an old guy.
Yeah. Physical therapy.
They took our temperatures, we wore our face mask, and we loaded on the tram, which would cut a couple miles each direction off of our hike. So instead of a 9-mile hike, we'd only have a 5-mile hike. Plenty for 3 old guys and a young dude.
Around, say,
Jeez. Say drought. Worst drought in 60 years.
where are we
Jerry's
heading?
fault. We are heading to Seven Falls. We are in Sabino Canyon. We are in the Santa Catalina Mountains.
Is that right?
That's right.
Who are you?
I'm Richard. I'm Sawyer. And
I'm Jerry.
Doesn't anybody want to know who I am?
Who are you?
I'm Jerry's friend.
Boy,
Due to the drought conditions and lack of rain, there was no water in the creek. But we hiked along the dry creek bed until we eventually made it to Seven Falls. I'm not sure what happened to this hiker, but he'd lost his head. And this cactus was kind of interesting. But when we get to the falls, of course, there was no fall. Just a pile of rock and some sand and a couple little puddles. It would have been a spectacular sight had there actually been water running down. I took a selfie with my brother Richard. I have to remind everyone he's my older brother, even though he's in better shape than me. Kelly and Sawyer check for fish in the little remaining water before they head up the falls to see what's up a little higher. You can see if water was running down that, it would be extremely slippery. But without water, we were able to climb higher than possibly we would have been if there had been water. So who knows, maybe that was an advantage. Every time of year, every hike is different, and there are advantages and disadvantages. This is a video as I start my ascent up the waterfall from one level to the other, as there are 7 falls. Of course, on this day, there are no falls. As I get up the first fall, I look and there's the rest of them. After that little climb, we relaxed a little bit, enjoyed the sunbeams. Richard takes a picture of his grandson Sawyer. And they wave goodbye, and I guess it must be about time for our hike back down. But first, Sawyer sees a tree. And when he sees a tree, as I look down the falls, he figures that's another climbing opportunity. If you look closely in this tree, you'll see Sawyer. There's a video of him. His real dream is to climb a saguaro cactus, but that would probably be impossible. Richard, as a responsible grandparent, takes a picture of him and encourages him. And then has a nap on the rock, as of course does Kelly. And I'm sure I did too. Sawyer waits patiently as we relax, and then it's the journey down. Some of the areas are tough for old guys to get down, but Richard came up with a solution. Now if they just have a super slide the whole way, we'd be in great shape. It's a cool hike down as you look out across the different mountains and down to the valley of Tucson. And I just try not to trip and fall as I take a video while walking. So I guess I have a few skills. I'm not a complete klutz. Of course, I probably shouldn't say that. I'll probably fall off the trail, but I guess I could edit that out.
We're here in Sabino Canyon, Seven Falls Trail, which is dry.
Bone dry.
Rocks, sand, and desert.
Some saguaros too.
And there they are.
Then it was just waiting for the tram.
Oh! I'm narrating this video. I have an impingement or a torn muscle.
I don't want that part.
All right, just go. I'm gonna just pretend I'm skiing. I'm just gonna look happy and easy. Woo!
Well, Kelly worked to recover from his pickleball injury. I decided to put some Photoshop skills to work and help Sawyer live out his dream of climbing a saguaro cactus.